welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney and I've been a part-time reseller on Poshmark since 2018. And today I've got a very big thrift haul for you guys. So I went to the bougie Goodwill, the one that I've told you guys about a couple times before. I actually took the day off of work unexpectedly. I wasn't feeling great this morning, and then I realized I just forgot to take my medicine for the morning. So once I took that, I felt great and I had the day off. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go thrifting. So I went to, like I said, the bougie Goodwill. I was hoping that maybe going on a Monday would be less competitive because weekends are absolute chaos there. And it was, I mean, there were resellers there, but it was not nearly as aggressive as the weekend. So that was exciting. So I did get a massive haul. So there's that. This one, it's not quite technically, if you count the things that I bought to resell, it's not my biggest thrift haul for resale ever, but I did have a very large personal purchase before I purchased this haul for resale. So I had a lot of items. Like, my cart was overflowing. Literally, the lady that was bringing out the new cart, she was like, where are you gonna put anything else? And I was like, I have no idea. Can I have a second cart? Like, I don't know. So I ended up having to check out, not because I was done looking, but just because I was completely out of space. I think I took a video or a photo of what my cart looked like when I was in line to check out, and I'll put that here somewhere just to prove, yeah, it was a lot. And keep in mind, probably a sixth of that cart were for personal purchases, including like the giant things on the floor and the things on the bottom of the cart, but everything else was for resale. So as far as resale is concerned, I made, let's see, I bought 49 items for $354.15, which averages out to $7.23 per item if we average our cost of goods. And I have 3 pairs of shoes, everything else is clothing. And just for reference, if you're new to my channel, I do buy all seasons all throughout the year. It's not like I just, you know, in spring pick spring clothes and summer clothes, or in fall pick fall and winter clothes. Like, I buy, if it's something that's worth reselling, no matter what season it is, I'm gonna pick it up. So, but before we jump into the resale haul, I have to show you guys this. So my husband and I do not have children yet. We do plan on having children if we are blessed with them at some point. Although I don't typically resell kids' clothing, I do like to pick up and store items for my future children, hopeful future children. And on this day, I don't know why I said this day, it was this morning. I was just so excited about the haul, I had to film it same day. So this morning, when I was thrifting and I was waiting on them to bring out new adult clothing racks, they had brought out a kids clothing rack, new clothing rack, and I happened to be over in that area, so I went ahead and went through, and y'all, it is like the most epic vintage baby haul I have ever had. I think I probably bought 30 to 35 items at $3.24 a piece. They were all just that great. I'm not gonna show you guys all of those. I picked out like my absolute favorites that are just, I think, are the cutest that I wanna show you guys. And just in case you don't care at all about kids vintage clothing or anything like that, I'm gonna put a timestamp somewhere on the screen here that can tell you when you can like jump ahead to the actual reselling haul. So again, I don't sell kids clothing items, but I assume that you could probably sell these if you wanted to. So if I were not keeping these for personal use, I probably would look into reselling them. So anyways, I'll show you guys these quickly and then we'll jump into the haul. So we got lots of little like onesie overall type situations. This one is plaid, adorable, and they're in various sizes. So I don't know if this came from like one house or what. This is probably my favorite. We love a smocked look. This is actually a really good brand. I already have a piece by this brand in my little baby bin that I've been thrifting and keeping up with. So adorable. Now, who knows if I actually have children, if they will even be the same gender or line up with the same time frames. Like, this is, I don't know, maybe like a 3 to 6 months something. That's a guesstimate, I have no idea. And it's obviously a spring or summer item. Like I could have a 3 to 6 month old in November and December and this wouldn't work. And if that's the case, I'll just keep it in case I have another kid or sell it. So, or give it to somebody that I know that does have kids. So this is another cute little, I don't have kids. What are these called? Jumper? Onesie? I have no idea. But it's just got like the ABCs on it. The brand is Baby Togs, I think is what that says. Look at the sailboats. So cute. It's a little cardigan. These are all in great condition. This just says RN, custom made in Portugal. I wish that like everything had a story to go along with it. Like I just want to know where these came from. This is another little plaid jumper slash onesie. I really should figure out what these are called. There was also a massive stock of Oshkosh, and again, I don't know a lot about kids clothes, especially vintage kid clothes, but I want to say that I've heard different resellers, maybe like what's her name? I can't remember. There's a girl that I follow on Instagram that's a reseller. Her name's Savannah. I can't remember her handle right now, but I feel like I've heard her or seen her post about vintage Oshkosh before. And although I'm obsessed with these and I would love for a future child to wear them, if I look these up and they are selling for over $50, you better believe they're going to be listed, because I'll buy me some Target overalls before I pass on a $50 sale. So I got lots of these. I've got the blue. These are like the short alls. I've got the red. And then we have a shorts version of the red and white stripe. So again, I will look up those, and if they are selling for a pretty penny, I will list them, but otherwise I'm keeping them. Looks like this brand is Reachy. Just cute little, it's kind of giving clown with the buttons, but still cute. Just 3 more. Another one, adorable, very nautical vibes. All right, and then these last 2 are my favorite. How cute. This is Carriage Boutiques by Friedknit Creations. No idea, but how stinking adorable. It's like a traffic theme. And then probably one of my top favorites is this little guy. The trucks have buttons for wheels. So cute. This is Bluebird. Literally all of these are made in USA in acrylic. So adorable. So yeah, these are gonna live in a bin under my bed until hopefully I have a kid that can wear them. So anyways, I just thought those were so fun. I wanted to share with you guys. So back to probably why you guys are all here, the reselling haul. So yeah, I think I told you guys 49 items for $354.15 for an average cost of goods of $7.23. Now, they didn't even have bags big enough to put all my stuff in, so they went to the back and got boxes, and I have 3 boxes. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is where the heck I'm going to put this stuff after I show it to you. We're just going to make it work. All right, that's there. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, so up first, we've got Abercrombie & Fitch, the 90 straight ultra high rise. These are a 14 short or a size 32, and they are a brown faux leather. I don't know yet if I'm going to send any of this to my partner that I send mystery boxes to, or if I'm going to sell it all. Anyways, these are the Curve Love, which if you have never sold Abercrombie before, this is something to look out for. It is desired, and I will say I am finally in a size, I think I told you guys in my last video, I'm in a size where I can wear a 16-ish. So I've started wearing more Abercrombie. They do sell plus size, but I just never liked the way that it fit on me in the plus sizes. So, but I have a pair of 16 Abercrombie & Fitch jeans that are Curve Love, and I love them. And I totally get like the cult following of the Curve Love style within the Abercrombie brand, because it just fits different. It just fits better. It's way more flattering. It's way more comfortable. And I am a Curve Love stan now, so I totally get the hype. So something about this bougie Goodwill is that it's in an area where it's very trendy, lots of like 20s, 30s, millennials, Gen Zers, like lots of brands like Free People, Abercrombie. I mean, like all you'll see in this haul, there's a lot of it, but there's also old money in the area. And so you get lots of really nice mature brands as well. Like I'm about to show you exclusively Miss Sook. So I got a handful of pieces from this brand in this haul, and then like things like Eileen Fisher and different things like that as well. So I got a few of these. They are a good size. This is an extra large, and it is a zip up. And if you don't know, exclusively Miss Sook has this very specific material. I don't know if it has like a signature name or not. If it does, I don't know what it is. But when I touch it, I like 99% of the time can tell you that it's this brand, because I don't even know if they make anything not in this fabric. I got a few of those pieces. This was exciting. This is Free People Movement, and I think this was a putback from someone. So this one's a size medium, and it is a jacket. Like I said, I pick up all seasons all throughout the year, and I will say, granted, I have sold one of these like Sherpa fleece jackets before, and it sold for, I want to say like $100 or $150, but I think it was like that yin yang pattern, and it was like a blogger favorite or whatever. So this one I'm sure will not go for that much, but it is really substantial. It's really thick, and it's in good condition. So hopefully it'll still bring a pretty penny. I mean, I'll be putting comps on the screen for you guys, but I would hope that it would bring at least like 50 to 70 or something around there. All right, up next, this I found right before I left, Beach Riot. And I did look this one up, which Beach Riot is I mean, I would consider it a bolo within the swimwear category. I mean, I would pick it up if I found swim in good condition by them. I wasn't sure when I found this if this was an athletic top or a swim top, but after I looked up comps and did some research, it is a swim top. It normally comes with a matching bottom, which I did not find, but I did look up comps, and I want to say that the full swimsuit pre-owned, hopefully I'm not making a liar out of myself when I put comps on the screen, but I want to say that the full swimsuit was like $70, selling for $70 pre-owned. So I figured the top, maybe, let's hope for half. So, you know, turning it into 35, not bad. This was also a late pickup, 360 cashmere, size medium. I did look this one up. I'd heard of the brand, but I don't know that I'd ever picked it up or done comps on it. So this is a boxy, like oversized medium striped, and it is, like the brand says, 100% cashmere. And I looked up comps on that, and it looked really promising. So I went ahead and picked that one up. All right. This was when I was like at max capacity. Like my cart was overflowing and I could not fit anything else. This was the last new rack that came out that I shopped from. So this is Meadow for Anthropologie, size 12. And I want to say that I feel like I've picked this dress up before, and maybe I sent it out in one of the mystery boxes that I sent out when I was clearing out my death pile, because it looks very familiar. But really, really pretty. It's got this like button detail in the back. Great size, great condition. I'm excited about that one. You know it's a good haul when like the worst, if you're not watching the screen, I'm giving air quotes, worst pieces that you picked up are like really good Madewell pieces. So this is a size small, and look at the baubles. I am obsessed. I am a sucker for a good bauble or a tassel or like any kind of detail like that. Super, super good condition. Does not even need like a sweater shave, which if you know Madewell, typically they do. So that was great. Let me see what the fabric content is. Let's see. All right, it's a merino wool blend, 27% merino wool. So that's awesome. And where there is one, there is two. This is similar but different. It's a size medium. Also has the baubles. This one is a blue. I don't know if you could tell, but the first one was like a lavender purple. So this one is blue, and it's, I think the first one was a V-neck. This is a, what is this called? Crew neck? Yeah, crew neck, I think. So picked that guy up too. So cute. All right, with the Meadow Rue find, I also found two, is the other one in here? Yes, two maxi dresses. Do y'all ever, I'm about to out myself here as a total creep. Do y'all ever find like a really nice piece at the thrift that has a dry cleaning tag on it with the person's name, and may or may not look them up and consider reaching out to them to say, hey, consign with me, don't donate? Me neither. I've never done that either. Anyways, this was really nice. This is the newer Diane von Furstenberg tag. This is tag. Why did it sound like, what's her name? Moira from Schitt's Creek. It's a tog. Anyways, yeah, Diane von Furstenberg, maxi dress. This has to be linen. The only bad thing is that the tag has put a little baby hole right there, but it's under the armpit. Hopefully, you know, somebody doesn't care about that, because other than that, it's in great condition. The fact that it's a white dress, a white linen maxi dress at that I found at the thrift, and it's in good condition, like, shocker. So hopefully they can look over that little baby pinhole. This was on the end of our rack, so I think somebody put it back as well. What is P? Is that extra small? I've seen P for Eileen Fisher and like other brands like that, but I don't know that I've ever actually Googled it or figured it out. It must be, right? Because it's right next to the small. Anyways, this is NSF. I want to say that it's sold on like Revolve or Aritzia or something. I have sold an NSF like destroyed sweater. It like was manufactured to be destroyed. And it sold for quite a bit. So this is just like a cardigan. My guess is you tie it. It's got like a hook and eye closure. Anyways, it's really nice. So I grabbed that. I don't pick up a lot of the Ralph Lauren family. If it's like a purple or a black label and it's a substantial piece or in good condition, I will, but I don't typically pick up like a standard like Polo or Ralph Lauren or any of that. However, I broke that rule today, which it's not really a rule. It's just, there's a lot of things in the Atlanta area and I can be selective. So I don't pick all Ralph Lauren up, but look at this poncho. It's got like genuine leather like trim, that dark brown liner around the slits. And it's just adorable. So super substantial. I think it's got to be a one size since it's a poncho because it doesn't have a size on it. Let's see if we can find a fabric content. 50% wool, 50% acrylic. So that'll keep you warm. I don't know who the heck is wearing that in Atlanta, Georgia. Even on cold days, it's not that cold. All right, this is Anthropologie's Saturday Sunday line, which is kind of like a lounge cozy line. I don't always pick this line up, but this is super cozy, brand new condition, not literal, there's no tag on it, but feels like it's never been worn or washed. It's white, no stains. I'll call it a win. And it is an extra small, but it is oversized, so that should be fine. All right. The first section that I went to when I got there was, we got another name on a dry cleaning tag. Just saying, I might be DMing some people. What was I saying? Oh, the first rack after shoes that I looked at was maxi dresses, and I don't recall seeing any of the Goodwill workers putting new dresses out, but I'm glad that I did a second sweep before I left because I ended up finding this Inda. Is that how you say that? I don't really know. This brand, which I have sold a handful of times for a consignment client. Y'all see me lose my balance there? It's been a long day. Anyways, I didn't know anything about this brand until my consignment client sent it to me to sell. And it, every time I've sold it, 2 or 3 times, has sold well. It doesn't always sell right away. But this is a, okay, thought it was a maxi dress. It's a jumpsuit, which is I'd say even better. It's always, every piece I've ever sold from them has an open back. Really pretty, like hunter green, olive green color. And the legs, did I show the legs? They're like super wide legs. So anytime, even mini dresses in that brand I pick up. Okay, this is a mystery. Could have wasted $7 and whatever on this because I can't find a single tag in it, but this sucker feels high quality, like designer quality. It is very heavy. It is very structured. It's kind of got that like avant-garde, like crotch looking look to it. There's pleats. It's definitely a midi, sleeveless. But I mean, I flipped this thing inside out at the store. Could not find a single tag. I did do, before I picked it up, I did do a reverse image search. And of course, now I don't remember what it said the brand could have been. But I think there were like 2 or 3 that looked really similar. And the least expensive one was $175 brand new, I think. This was literally like 2 hours ago. How can I not remember? I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyways, because it feels extremely substantial and the Google image search brought up several very high priced pieces, I figured I'd take a gamble on it. Worst case, it's a $7 and whatever 23-cent loss. Best case, I make $1. So we'll see how that goes. All right. There were like several times where I was about to go check out and I was like, did I go down that aisle? And then I'd go down it and I'd realize, no, I haven't gone down this aisle, and I'd add like 12 more pieces to my cart. This was the sweater aisle, obviously. This is Eileen Fisher. It's a one size poncho, I think. I would consider this a substantial piece from Eileen Fisher. I think that this should do well. I was just, right before filming this, was watching a new channel that I've recently started following. I think her name is Taylor. The channel name is PicTapGo, I believe. And I think that was who I was watching, and she sold something Eileen Fisher that wasn't like super substantial for like 45 or 50 bucks. So I would hope that this would sell for at least that, if not 60-ish. So we'll see how that goes. On that same aisle, clearly we had a very small poncho loving woman who had a lot of money, because these were all side by side. This is Theory. Yet again, another black and white poncho. This sucker could fit me, so I don't know why they're putting a size on it, but yeah, super cute, very thick, very high quality, so hopefully that'll do well. I'm sorry, I realized I probably am shaking the camera every time I set something down. All right, this was next to it. This was another piece that I could not find, like a neck. Listen to me lie. I mean, I couldn't find this in the store, but I found it now. COS or COS. Can somebody please in the comments tell me if it's COS, like sounds like C-A-U-S-E, COS, or if I should be saying, like, spelling it out C-O-S? Because every time I bring this brand up, I have to say COS or COS. So if somebody could correct me in the comments so that I know moving forward, that'd be great. But this is like a funnel mock neck, almost like scuba material, very thick, very stretchy. Yeah, this brand is known, I want to say it's in the H&M family. Is that right? But it's like a higher end line from them, and they do a lot of basics, like very few patterns, prints, colors, neutrals, blacks, grays, creams, whites. Like I've seen baby pink, I think is the only color that I can think of off the top of my head that I've seen. And that's kind of like their vibe. So don't expect to find anything like fun floral. I mean, if it exists, let me know, but I have been thrifting for a long time and I've never seen it. So, all right, this is Eileen Fisher, size 18W, which I typically would not pick up any kind of just solid black pants, even if they were Eileen Fisher, but these are a great size. And typically mature brands like Eileen Fisher, Masuk, things like that, tend to do better in bigger sizes. This is also something I don't typically pick up, but it's a good size and it's new with tags. This is Chico's, and I know there's a lot of other resellers out there that talk about Chico's. Like I know McThrifty loves selling Chico's, and I love that she's had success with it. I have not had the same success with it, but if it's super substantial and or new with tags, I will pick it up. So I got these. These are a newer piece because it does have the US sizing on it. And these were right next to the Eileen Fisher pants. They were like right next to each other. So these are a size 18, which is a Chico's 3.5. And they're just like a, what is this, Ponte knit? Like stretchy work pant. They feel a lot like Beta brand pants. All right. We've got Frame, which if you go, like if you shop at the mall or Nordstrom Rack or whatever, like you know that Frame retails for a pretty penny. It's like always in the designer section. As far as resale is concerned, I mean, it'll sell. Like I have a button down Frame shirt currently listed at like 75, but I'm not expecting to make that. Like I'm thinking maybe like 45, 50 max. So for a little like slinky cardigan like this, my guess is I'll make somewhere between like 28 and 35. Now, if it's more than that, I will definitely report back and let you guys know. I would hope for a better sale. I mean, we're always hoping for that, but we'll see. I forgot about the shoes. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I forgot about the shoes. Okay, I've got 4 pairs of shoes. This one, I don't know how it's gonna go. I've never heard of it. I'm not the biggest fan of the style. Sherpa's not really my thing, so if it's your thing, don't come at me, but just not for me. But the brand is Cecilia, New York, and I've never heard of this. I did pay up for these $13, but I did look up comps, and I want to say there were not a lot of listed or sold, so my guess is it's like a smaller brand, and the demand like isn't really there. But I want to say that the solds that I saw were like 75-ish, whatever it says over here. So that's kind of a gamble. Occasionally I do like to try out new brands that I've never tried before, just to see how they do, to see if it's something I should be looking out for in the future. So that's the first pair. I also don't know how I scooped these up with all the other resellers around. Now, I know they don't sell for what they used to, and granted, storing them is going to be a pain in the So, but I have space. My husband would say we don't have space, but we definitely have space. So these are the Hunter boots. These I want to say are a 10 or a 10.5, which is why I picked them up. It's a good size. They're in basically excellent condition. What size are they? Yeah, US 10. So yeah, no cracking, no scuffing, no, like, you know how sometimes they get like chalky, which I did hear you can, like, if you have a pair that are chalky and like, it's almost like, they almost look ashy, where they get like matte. I heard, I have not tried this, so if you try it and it messes yours up, don't come for me. But I have heard other resellers say that olive oil, like putting a little bit of olive oil on like some kind of like washcloth or a rag or something and just like rubbing it on top, I've heard that that can bring an old pair back to life. So again, do not come for me if you try it and it messes up your stuff, because I have not tried it and I cannot speak for it. That is just what I've heard. All right, let's see. Whoops. All right, so this is a first for me. Did not know that Vionic made men's shoes. I mean, I assume this is a men's shoe. So this is another one that I wanted to try out just in case, you know, what if they do awesome and then I know to look for them. Got to put some Wonder Balsam here on the toes, but I think once we condition it, it'll bring it back to life. So yeah, that's the only pair of men's shoes that I got. I did have a lot of other shoes in my cart, but this particular Goodwill, they don't mark anything else up, but shoes they do tend to mark up. and I didn't, like, I always go to the shoe section. I always go to the shoe section first, and when I get there, I'm like super excited, and if I see anything, I like grab it. And honestly, I just get like blinders up and I don't look at prices. But when I was going through my cart later in the trip, I did look at the prices on the shoes, and they were like anywhere from $8.99 to $12 or $13.99, and they were brands like Dolce Vita. Granted, one was like a wooden clog, which is really trendy right now. I probably could have flipped that for a pretty penny, but honestly, I knew that I was going to be spending a lot anyways on clothing, and I'd rather get the clothing than the shoes. So I ended up putting, I think, 2 pairs of Dolce Vita back. What else did I put back? Ooh, there's a Popo driving by. Where was I? Hi, Remy. You want to say hello? Come here. Oh. Whoa. That was aggressive. She's just sitting here. You probably need to go out, don't you? You gotta go potty. I wish y'all could see her. Oh, you can see it. You gotta go potty. Look at that tail. We'll go out in a little bit. Go back under the table. Good girl. Okay. I can't believe I forgot about these. Honestly, like, I'm pretty sure the thumbnail and the title is going to be about them, and I forgot I even had them. So, the guy that was putting out shoes did not let anybody grab any of the new shoes until he was completely done and out of the way, which I don't blame him. This is the crazy Goodwill I've been telling you guys about, where people are aggressive. So, but this guy was like not playing games. He was like, absolutely not. Nobody touches the shoe wall until I am done. So there was like a flood of people when he was done, like probably 6 to 8 people, like just grabbing stuff. I don't even think they like really looked at it. They were just grabbing it, and then they go off to the side and look at it. But me, Miss non-confrontational me, waited my turn, waited until all the chaos was over, and I just like walked my little happy butt up to see what was left. And I was thrilled to find these. Well, let me rewind. I found these. They felt very nice. They looked very nice. The brand looked expensive, so I grabbed them, even though I think they're ugly. Sorry if you like them. I don't. But I just could tell that they were expensive. So I put them in my cart, kept shopping, forgot about them. Was going through my cart at the end of the day, into the morning. It was like a 4-hour trip, and decided to look up comps on them. And y'all, like, I don't know if I'm fancy enough to come up with like a big Bolo graphic to put right here, but like Bolo. The brand is Church's, and it says Church's English Shoes. I'm not sure what the top of it says. It's too small for me to, something England. But yeah, these are, what are these? Mary Jane sandals. I don't know what you would call them. They're a 39.5. There's a look at the logo on the bottom. I want to say, comps will correct me on the screen if I'm wrong, sold pre-owned comps over $200. So this will pay for over half of the haul. Is that right? $350, $150, $175. Yes, it'll pay for over half of the haul. 1 pair of shoes. So yeah, just because people have flooded the new racks or the new shoes or the new whatever doesn't mean you shouldn't go look, because these were just chilling, and I snatched them, put them in my cart, looked them up, and it's going to pay for over half the haul. So that's exciting. Definitely a new brand to look out for. All right, we're done with box number 1. Okay, so this was the first thing that I found after the shoe rack. And I should have known after I found this that it was going to be a good day, because just a casual Alexis full length wrap jumpsuit, probably silk. I could look it up, but I don't even want to start looking for the tag in this thing. Perfect condition, zipper works great, no snags, no flaws. Literally the first thing I found. So yeah, I was like, is this happening? Yep, this is happening. I don't know. I haven't looked up Alexis in a while, but it is considered designer, I believe. I do have an Alexis piece listed, but it's not nearly as trendy or cute as that. It's like a zebra pleated matching set, I think. But that is like very trendy, very cute. You could wear that as like a wedding guest. You could wear it to brunch. You could wear it to a million different places. So it could be casual or formal. So yeah, I was stoked to find that. I found lots of pants this day. This is a pair of Pilcro. I probably would not have picked these up if they were a small size, but these are a 31 and they're cute. I mean, look at that floral pattern. I'm pretty sure I'm like a 33. I think 32 is a 14. So I think I'm a 33. I would honestly, if I were closer to a 31, I would probably keep these for myself, because I am starting to stock up like on size 14s as like my manifestation that I'm going to get down to like a solid 14. I can fit into some 14s right now if they've got stretch. But like I picked up a pair today of Abercrombie white rigid denim in a size 14, and I'm like, I am going to get into those. So if they were closer to my size, I would probably keep them, but we gonna sell them. This is a pair of We the Free, just bread and butter, little pair of denim shorts, black wash, so nothing too special there. All right, this is J. McLaughlin, size extra small. I swear every time I find this brand, it's an extra small. Do they have like a club or something I don't know about? This is just a solid purple. I normally find these in prints and patterns, but this one's solid. So I don't know if that's gonna help it or hurt it. Only time will tell. All right, this is another piece that I picked up with absolutely no tag inside, but it was super cute. And this was one of those where I was like, this is either gonna be really good or Shein. And fortunately, after a Google image search, I found that this is Free People. So, you know, I'm just gonna do measurements, take pictures, show stock photos. But yeah, super fun. It's just like this eyelet detail. I can't even guesstimate at the size. Large maybe? Could be wrong, no idea. We'll have to do measurements and see. All right, this is another pair of Anthropologie pants. They were right next to those Pilcro pants, same size, 31. These are the Wanderer. These are cute. They have this like metallic gold detail on them. I'm glad the camera's cutting off where it is, because my belly is definitely out. I have like a sidebar. How many of you guys are millennials that wore back in like middle school, like the lace camis under the double polos with the popped collars? I did, and for some reason I never stopped wearing camis. I did retire the ones with the lace because those were a little dated, but I literally now just wear what I call my comfort cami. I may have told you guys this already, but recently I got a cropped cami from Target for a specific outfit that I couldn't wear a full length one with, and that's what I have on with this shirt, and the shirt is also cropped, so when I'm holding things up, like, just so you know, I have like 4 inches of belly hanging out. So that's awesome. You're welcome for putting the camera as high as I have. All right, so more Free People. Size, what does that say? Small. This is an off-the-shoulder denim romper. Has the belt tie. If it was missing the belt tie, I probably would have left it. Although it would be easy to add any kind of belt. Elastic still good. Super cute. All right, this was something somebody put back because it was in the wrong place. This is the brand Blue Life, which I didn't know much about until my consignment client sent it to me a few times, and it does sell well, the more substantial pieces. I've sold the rompers a few times, but this is a midi or maxi dress, has a big old slit in it, and it's red, which is like a good color for a lot of people. So it's got like that racer back, like tee, if you will. Definitely gonna have to steam the mess out of that one because it is wrinkled. I feel like this is Athleta. Yes, Athleta. So not their newest tag, but if it's substantial enough, I will pick it up. I don't really pick up that old like rubber almost. What was that? Did you hit it with your tail? I don't pick up the oldest Athleta tag, which is like it's like a piece of rubber. It's like a rubber tag. I don't really pick that up anymore. I think the last thing I picked up in that tag was a full-length jumpsuit, and it did sell, but only for like 25 or 30 bucks. But I will pick up this Athleta tag. Dadgummit, is that a stain? Okay, I'm gonna have to do some grease treatment on this. Is this my size? It's a large, but it might be oversized. So if I can't get the stains out, which I should be able to, it looks like they're just like oil or grease stains. So like blue Dawn dish soap should take that right out. But if I can't, I might just keep that for myself, which in my pile, which I'm not showing you guys, I already have an Athleta jacket that was an extra large that I kept. So Remington, what are you doing? All right, this is also Free People, size extra small. And it's just a denim jacket, just a basic. I feel like everybody needs one of these. Even if it's not in style anymore, there's certain outfits you just have to have one for. I wish y'all could see this pile next to you. All right, these next two things were put out from the new rack. These are All Saints, extra small, and they're the same exact thing. They're just these oversized hoodies, like mega oversized. I could wear this. There's one in cream and same thing in black. So that's exciting. I don't know if I'm going to list those individually or bundle them yet. We'll see. Depends on how I'm feeling when I'm listing, which I have been good about listing lately. Did I tell you guys I hired a VA? I don't know that I did. So Alyssa Thrifts, who you guys probably all follow on Instagram. I met her at eBay Open. I think it was last year. Yeah, it must have been last year, maybe like October or November. She posted on Instagram that she had a VA that had some availability, and if anyone was interested to let her know. And my VA that I was previously, y'all, I swear I've not been drinking. I am just tired. Cannot keep my balance. My previous VA, I went in to hire her a couple months ago, and she was on vacation mode for the next year. So I don't know what she has going on, but I was like, I don't have time to wait for that. So when Alyssa posted that hers had availability and that she was really happy with her, I reached out and she gave me her info, and I recently hired her. She's only been, I think I posted about this on Instagram. She's only been working for me for maybe like a week or a week and a half. And because I have really great luck with anything that I participate in, she had some stuff come up, so she wasn't able to work consistently, but she's been super transparent about it. Like, hey, and it's hourly, so it's not like, you know, I'm paying her for nothing. Like, she's only charging me when she's actually working. So she hasn't been as consistent as I was hoping, but I think that's temporary. I think it's situational. So I am absolutely sticking with her. I'm going to give her like a full vet. And if after like a month or so, I'm happy with her, and if she's open to working for other people, I will share her information probably on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me, I'll put it up here. Make sure you go follow me if you're interested in that. And I will share her info. So, but I want to make sure that I'm only sharing things that I have fully vetted out, that I am happy with, because I want you guys to trust me, and I only want you to use things that are going to benefit you. The goal is to make things easier, not to make things more frustrating. So yeah, we're going to figure that out. But yeah, she's been great so far. She's been doing drafts, and she's been really easy to work with in regards to like feedback. Like, she asked me straight out, like, do you have a certain template that you want me to use for your listings? And I said, yes, actually. I have this that I want in there, this that I want in there, etc. And there were a few things that I forgot to tell her, like, and things honestly that don't matter. Like, I capitalized the brand name in my title. And honestly, the only reason I still do that is because I've always done it and I want them all to be consistent in my closet. I don't think it actually does anything in terms of SEO or search recognition or anything like that. But I am slightly OCD in certain situations, and because all the rest of my listings are like that, I just want it to be consistent. So I forgot to tell her that. She started doing that. She does stock photos, and I asked her, like, hey, if you don't mind, when you find the stock photos, if there is a description on the manufacturer's website, could you just copy that and drop it in the description as well? So she started doing that. Like, she's super flexible and open to feedback and open to doing like whatever you want. That's been really cool. But I've also been doing some listings on my own. So I'm really hoping. Sales have been absolute garbage. Like, literally, I think my pending right now is like $197 and 105 of it is one sale. So if that tells you anything, I've really got to wake my closet up, because I'm really missing that additional income that I used to have. Like, for the longest time, my pending was over $1,000. Like, that was like the standard. And I don't think I've had that consistently in probably since the search changed, the algorithm changed, which, what has that been, 2 years now, when they first started tweaking it. So anyways, yeah, I need to figure out, like, I need to be more consistent. I need to, participate in closet clear out. I may have things overpriced. I need to drop prices and see if that helps anything. I just haven't been super plugged in. If you saw my last video, you know that I had a lot of stuff going on in the beginning of this year, and I just have not been paying a lot of attention to trends, like, not like style trends, but like trends in the Poshmark app, like what's increasing sales, what's decreasing sales, like how consistent I've been, etc. So I really need to work on that and get sales back up to where they were before. So if any new tips and tricks have come out in the past 4 months that you know about, please let me know, because I have not been super plugged in to any of that. So anyways, that was a massive sidebar. Let's get into the third box. All right, this is just like a little steady Eddie here. Anytime I see rails in good condition and they're like traditional plaids, I pick it up. I mean, this is not going to make you $1 million, like $25 to $35 maybe. They do sell, I will say, I've noticed, which obviously it makes sense, they do sell better in the winter months. Plaid anything typically sells better in the winter months for me, so that doesn't surprise me one bit. But I still pick them up when I see them. All right, this is Intermix, which I would not even know this brand existed if I hadn't sold it for a consignment client, because I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about it. This is 100% cashmere. Because I'm not super familiar with the brand, I've only sold, I think, a denim, new with tags denim skirt from them, and I want to say it sold for like $70, which is enough that when I saw this tag, it made me want to look up comps just to see. But I did specifically search 100% cashmere sweaters, and they were selling well, so I did go ahead and pick that up. I have been racking my brain to try to figure out where I heard this brand. I have like a vivid memory of learning about it, and it was somebody saying, it was either a memory of a thought I had or me watching someone on YouTube explain it. Regardless, the person or myself was saying, I thought that was the brand Millie, like M-I-L-L-Y. So I looked it up, and it's not Millie, but it is a good brand. And it may be pronounced Millie as well. It's M-I-L-L-E, Resort and Travel. And it's a really expensive brand as well. So I did look this one up just to make sure it was the brand I was thinking of, and it for sure is. I want to say pre-owned tops were selling like 38 to 55-ish, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's one to keep. I wish I could remember who I learned that from. It's like a super vivid memory that is also very foggy and vague at the same time. Okay, this is a brand that I accidentally discovered, and it was because I found, I want to say at the thrift outlet that I go to, I found this like really pretty embroidered, like cross stitch embroidered, almost like Hispanic looking, like Cinco de Mayo looking dress. And I thought maybe it was an Anthropologie brand, and I want to say maybe it occasionally is sold in Anthropologie. Don't quote me on that. But comps were good for the dress, and I picked up the dress. So when I found it again, I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And I think it's Ruby Yaya, Y-A-Y-A. And it's just another one of those, like, what is this, cross stitch? I can never remember. But it is embroidered, and I did look up comps, and they're looking decent. Like, I'm at the point where I try to only pick up things that will sell, like if I'm paying regular thrift store prices, which average $6 to $7.50, let's say, I try to only pick up pieces that are comping at $30 or above. Like 30 is like maybe 28, you know, it's close enough to 30. But if I'm paying thrift outlet prices, which are like 50 cents to $2.50, I have some more wiggle room, and I'll pick up something that would sell for $20 or $25. But typically I'm paying regular thrift store prices. And my like rule of thumb that I try to stick to, unless I like really love a piece, like if I'm obsessed with a print or something, I'll make an exception. But lately, like the past couple months, I've really been trying to focus on pieces that'll sell for $30 or more. So, you know, and that's preferably more being the case, but you know, I'd be okay if it sold for 30. Does that make sense? This is a new-ish brand to me. It seemed very familiar. I don't know where the heck I've heard it, but Year of Ours. I did go ahead and look up comps, and they were a little bit all over the place. There were two pairs of leggings. This black pair that has like the lace up, and then there was a pink pair. This pair, red, was the color of the week. So I went ahead and picked this up because it was 50% off so that I could try it out. Now, if this sells really well, then I'll know next time if I see a pink pair or whatever full price, then I can pick those up. But for now, I didn't want to pick up because comps were all over the place. Like some were like $12 to $15 and some were $35 to $45. So, I mean, they were literally all over the place. So I just got this pair as like a tester. They are athletic leggings, but they're ribbed. So we'll see how that does. I only paid like $3 and some change for it. I think this is the only vintage piece that I got to resell, and I should have looked up comps, but honestly, I'm not great about looking up vintage comps because if I see something and I just think it's special, I get it. So this is Coca-Cola. The brand is Dunbrook Distinctive Images, extra large, made in USA. So yeah. I have no idea what this sells for. Could be $15, could be $250. I'll see if I can figure it out. It's so hard to search comps for vintage stuff because like sometimes it's the only one, you know, it's not like modern where they've produced thousands and thousands and there's a million of them listed on resale sites. All right, this is Barefoot Dreams. The Cozy Chic Light, size extra large. I didn't really think about it, but maybe I should keep this for myself. I'm not quite an extra large, but anything that's oversized, like this shirt's an extra large. Obviously it's oversized. It's like made to be flowy and boho. This is oversized because it's cozy. So I could probably fit into this. I do have a Barefoot Dreams blanket, but I don't have any Barefoot Dreams clothing. So maybe I'll think about that. It's not like brand new Barefoot Dreams. Like you can tell it's been washed a handful of times, but it's still soft. All right, here's one of the other Missook pieces. And somebody told me on one of my previous videos months ago, because I asked the question, why do some pieces only say Missook and some say exclusively? And the person commented and said when they rebranded, like the new tag dropped the exclusively. So if you just see Missook, it's a newer piece. Because I think I was asking, like, is Missook like the top tier and exclusively Missook like a, what's it called? Sub brand or whatever. like another line of it, and they said no, it's just they rebranded and dropped the exclusively. So this is really similar to that first one that I showed you guys. This one's a zebra print. It does have shoulder pads. It's zip up, size extra large, so hopefully that'll do well. And then this one I want to say is the last Masuk piece. This one's kind of weird. It's got a hood, which don't know that it's like the vibe, but yeah. Same material I was telling you guys about earlier. It's just super like obvious what it is. I did get one pair of pajamas. I told you guys a while ago and many videos ago that I don't typically go through the pajama section. I have since changed my opinion on that because it's a small section typically. And sometimes I get overwhelmed with the large sections and I just need like to focus on one thing that won't take me a long time. So I've started looking through pajamas and occasionally I find stuff. Like I found a handful of that Lake, L-A-K-E brand. And then J. Crew is another good seller. So I don't pick up all J. Crew. I typically only pick it up if it's a matching set and a good size, which this is. Matching set, obviously, and these are a 3X. Both pieces are a 3X. So I'm hoping to get like maybe like 35-ish on that. I didn't actually look up comps on those, but I have looked up comps on J. Crew pajamas recently. So, all right. These are good. This is Eileen Fisher, size 1X, and it is a blazer. Long line, like perfect basic for somebody. Small shoulder pads. If it wasn't such like a boxy oversized fit, I might keep this for myself because I'm in a 1X right now, but yeah, I think it would look too 007 on me. I didn't look up comps on this, but I'm pretty sure I've seen people talk about these. You like how I say I don't pick up Ralph Lauren, but wait till you see it. It's substantial. I feel like I've seen people talk about the ones with the crest. Maybe it's like Kaylee Elaine that talks about it. Blazers with the crest on it. So this is a women's size 14, excellent condition. This was, if I hadn't already found so many other things, I probably would have picked up the 3 to 4 other Ralph Lauren blazers that were right next to this one. They were like plaid, herringbone, very traditional, like classy. Like I feel like somebody that's in like a, I don't know, private smokers lounge or smokers club or something would wear this, or like at a charter school. I don't know. Is that what rich people do? I don't know. So yeah, I did pick that up. I probably should have looked up comps on this, but I feel like I've seen somebody, listen y'all, towards the end of it, I was getting tired. Like I'd been there when I was checking out, the guy was like, what time did you get here? And I was like 10 or, 9:45. And he was like, you got here before I got here. And I was checking out at like 2:30. So at that point I was ready to go. I feel like I've heard some people talk about this brand. I pass on it almost always, but this is a size extra large and it was new with tags. And it retailed for $198. The brand is IC by Connie K. I don't really know how to describe this. Kind of similar to the Masuk pieces, I guess. Could have been from the same person for all I know. It is zip up. All right, this is a good brand to know. I found this brand when I was thrifting on Amelia Island, my hometown. I want to say that's where I found this. It was at like a really nice thrift. Anyways, it's a Lag and Look brand. The brand is Oscar. The piece that I found before was actually a 2-piece set. And I want to say it sold for over $100. I could be wrong. I'll put it on the screen. This won't sell for that much because it's just a single piece. But it is Lag and Look, oversized, kind of art to wear in a way. The size is always down here. Of course, they cut the freaking fabric tag out, but at least they left the size 1. I do remember when I listed the first piece, it took forever to figure out anything about the brand because it's very obscure, like not produced a lot, not very popular brand, but like the people that love it. Like Lag and Look, which if you're a new reseller, Lag and Look is just like very oversized, boxy layers, like lots of layers, like long tank tunics with a drapey, like gauzy blouse that has like long baggy sleeves. Like, just, if you're a new reseller, look up the brand Magnolia Pearl. The entire aesthetic of that brand is the definition of lag look, and it's also very expensive. So if you ever find Magnolia Pearl, 90% of the time it's going to look like it should be in the garbage, but it resells for a lot. It is probably the #1 thing on my bucket list that I want to find that I have not found yet. So this is another Eileen Fisher piece, another blazer. This one's a size, oh, just kidding, it's a jacket, size 2X. This should do really well, honestly. If we're going off of whoever's what sold video I was watching earlier, if they sold like a basic top for $45, a nice jacket like that should go for like $85. Hopefully. All right, just a few pieces left. I know this is probably a super long video. Oh yeah, we're already in an hour. Hopefully I can cut some of that out for you guys. All right, this is Free People Beach. I did find a few pieces of Free People Beach this morning, but I left, I think, all of them except this one. And this is just like oversized little dress with puff sleeves, gray, size medium. This is just a Zara dress. I found this on my way out, and you know, it is, because it's a midi. Is it a midi? It's like ankle length. So I guess maxi. I don't know. This should sell for about $30 to $35. Unless it's a blogger favorite, then it might sell for more. All right. This one is Roberta Roller Rabbit, which surprisingly, I think I found this in my most recent haul that I did the video for you guys. But before that, I think I found it once in like 5.5 years of reselling. So it's weird that I found it twice. So this is just a top. They all have the same like aesthetic, every piece from them. All right, last piece. This is another Athleta piece. Size small. Again, this is not the newest tag, but this is substantial. It's got like a furry, fuzzy inside. Open front, waterfall, cardigan. So nice cream color, excellent condition. So yeah, that was it. A whopping 1 hour and 5 minutes. So yeah, I again don't know what I'm gonna do with this stuff yet. I don't know what I'm listing, what I'm sending to my partner. I just sent her like 60 items this morning, so she may not be ready for anything else for a little bit. So depending on if I go thrifting again soon or not, I may be reaching out to the 1 or 2 people on my mystery box waiting list, which if you guys are interested in mystery boxes, currently I cannot guarantee like a regular cadence of them. It honestly like ebbs and flows with what I have going on in my life. But I have been pretty good about getting stuff in and getting stuff out. If I'm not listing it, I'm moving it out in mystery boxes. So if you want to be on that waiting list, make sure you go follow me on Instagram. I'll put it up here again. If you don't already follow me, shoot me a DM. Let me know that you want to be on the waiting list. And I think I have 2 or 3 people on the waiting list now. And if I add any more, like even if I don't add any more, I probably will not be doing like an all call for mystery boxes like I did previously, now that I have an actual list of people who are interested. So if you want to be on that list, let me know. Again, I make no guarantees that I will ever even be able to send you a box, but if I do get to a point where I have a surplus of inventory or I'm feeling overwhelmed or whatever, that list will be the people that I reach out to versus posting on my Instagram story. So let me know. Also, if you are not already subscribed, I would love it if you would join the channel. I have not been consistent the last few months posting videos, but my goal now that my busy month of April at work is over, my goal is to get back into posting a minimum of 1 per week. So don't hold me to that. Life happens, things happen. I'm gonna do my best, I promise. Trust me, if I'm not posting videos, I want to. Like, it's not because I don't want to or I'm quitting or whatever. It's just life gets kind of hectic between all the things I have going on, and that's really the only reason why I don't post videos. So, but the goal is to post at least 1 a week, if not 2. If I get a wild hair, maybe 3. I don't know. You never know. Subscribe and find out. So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, watching this haul, following along. Again, if you have not already, please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you guys on the next one.